Good evening, everyone. This is Coach A, and I'm coming in live from Decaf Coffee Republic. We're located at the second floor of Pioneer Street Market, also known as PSM. We are located inside HMR parking compound along RELATION+SHIP from the city of Mandaluyong. You're joining me for coaching, for Strengthening Thursday. This is Coaching for the Soul. I'm doing my coaching talks every Tuesday and Thursday. Tuesday is Coaching Tuesday, and that is my Kapihan night. And tonight, you're joining me for Strengthening Thursday, and this is Coaching for the Soul. And tonight, we're talking about relation plus ship equals relationship. We're gonna be talking about you traveling in first class. Okay, I believe many of us would like to travel through life in a first class cruise. So for tonight, we're gonna be talking about how are we gonna travel into a first class, okay, cruise in life. So if you are joining for the first time, I am Coach A. I'm a certified life coach, and there are two things that I do as a life coach. Number one, I coach people back to life, a life of freedom, control, happiness, and joy, because I believe that when you are in control, you are empowered to make the right decisions, so you live beautifully and you stay alive. Okay, one of the advocacy of our coffee shop here is mental wellness, and I want to take this moment to invite all of you. Every Saturday 5 p.m. we are doing a free life coaching for mental wellness. Okay, not necessarily you are mentally ill, you are mentally challenged, but I believe that each and every one of us, we owe it to each and every person, okay, to have a positive mental health or mental wellness state in life. So in response to the government signing the law on mental health last June of 2018, we are respecting that, we are supporting that. So if you are somebody who are really caring for people to have that positive mental state in life, I'd like to invite you to come over every Saturday here at Decaf Coffee Republic. We're doing mental wellness, okay, free coaching for mental wellness. That's a free, that's one of our community activities here at Decaf Coffee Republic. Another thing that I do as a life coach is I do life coach certification program in behalf of the Life Coach Training Institute that is based in Dallas, Texas, USA. So far, by far, we are the only institute that is doing face-to-face life coach certification with international certificate and global accreditation. So just in case you are a person who wants to professionalize helping other people, you are a person who wants to help other people level up in life, you are someone who is ready to do coaching professionally, because I believe a lot of us really do coaching, okay, either at home, at work, in your ministry, and we are naturally gifted coaches. That's why a lot of people would offer advices, okay? A lot of people would offer unsolicited advice, because I believe naturally we are a people, our culture, we are raised in a culture wherein naturally we want to help people. Yes? Do you agree with me? Yes. Yeah. Okay, by the way, we're coming in live, as I said, and so coming in live means I have on-floor guests. Okay? So good evening. We have first-timers in the house, and I'm really glad to have them. We have also coaches in the house. Okay, tomorrow, if you are from Cebu, I'm flying to Cebu tomorrow, and I am doing life coaching 101 introductions to life coaching on Saturday at Cebu Grand Hotel, 6 p.m. So just in case you're coming in from Cebu, you are from Cebu, you are within Cebu area, we will be there. I will be there on Saturday, February 23, 6 p.m. Cebu Grand Hotel. I see you there on Saturday, but I'm flying to Cebu tomorrow. So just in case you're within the area, you want to set up some meetings, some communications and connections, you can message Coach Rizel 091758616661 for appointment. All right, moving on. All right, Drop, I don't know how to pronounce your name, but it's DROFNARB. So I don't know, Drop Nard ba to? Good evening, Coach. Okay, Coach Mel and Coach K. Okay, I'll see you both in Cebu tomorrow. I miss you both. Thank you for joining me. Okay. Coach K is our taker, our captain in Tacloban or in Region 8. So thank you, and I'll see her tomorrow. I'll see you tomorrow. Coach Mel and Coach Bell in Cebu, magandang gabi. I miss you, and I'll see you tomorrow. I'm excited to be with you tomorrow. All right, so if you are joining me for the first time, thank you so much. If you want to share this, okay, thank you. I appreciate that. And I think one of the talks that I normally do here are helping a lot of people. For those of you who've been sharing my talk, thank you so much. And for those of you, akala po ninyo, maliit na bagay yung pag-share, I'll tell you there are people who gets to connect with me after my talk just because someone else have shared the talk, someone else have shared the video. Sally, thank you for joining us tonight. Okay, so for tonight, we're talking about relationship. Okay, relation plus ship is equal relationship. And I have a drill, okay? I challenge my on-floor guests before I go, as I go online, to come up with words that ends with the word ship. Okay, so if you're watching, if you wanna join the drill, okay, write as much as you can words that end with ship. Fellowship, companionship, friendship. Okay, so blank plus ship is equal to what? What word can you think of about oh, wag po black sheep. Okay, so, okay. When you talk about relationship, okay, you would agree with me that no person, okay, can live happily. Okay, this is my take, okay? No person can live happily, productively, for a very long time in solitude.
Yes.
Would you agree?
Yes.
All right? I believe no one can, of course you've heard of this, that no man is an island. You've heard of that, all right? But I believe also that there are seasons in life that we want to be in solitude. There are times in our lives that we want a space for ourselves. We want a space where we can grow alone, okay? So there are people who will go on sabbatical leave, some people who will go on a vacation na sila lang. Then that one, I agree and I believe is possible and would help a person. But I think if you talk about happily and productive living, all right, no one will last very long in solitude. Yung mag-isa ka lang. What I believe is, if you want to thrive personally, if you want to grow professionally, alright, and if you want to enjoy what life has to offer, you need other people. Okay? You need other people to nourish you emotionally, to challenge you mentally, alright, to really come with you physically, alright? And at a certain point in time, we need people who would really just be with us in a journey. When you talk about words that end with ship, S-H-I-P, normally you would come across with words that needs other people. Let's test. What words do you have there? Companionship, you need a person. Friendship, you need a person. Fellowship, definitely. You have a fellow. Anyone else? Internship, you talk about people. Ha? Courtship, definitely may tao. Leadership. Showmanship, sir. Citizenship. Ownership. Kinmanship. Ownership. Again, somebody's owning it. Tao ulit. Membership, malamang tao. Oh. Penmanship daw. Penman. Sabi ko, sir. Mayman. Pwede. Oh. Jessie, ikaw. Jessie. I-challenge natin si Jessie. Oh. Jessie. Arman. Ano? Space from ship. Who's running the ship? Man. Hardship. Who's taking the hardship? Who's taking that? Tao. Come on now. Let's challenge that. Let's challenge the word. Any word plus ship. Let's challenge that. I don't know if you can find someone. Even the word of Coach Rizal, black ship. The black is a person. Si Coach Rizal po ang nagsabi niyan. Coach Mel and Coach okay, ano ang inyo? Blank plus ship. Ano nga? Trust na. Tingnan natin anong meron. Ano? E-ship. Ano daw? Niloloko mo ko. E-ship. Sino po nag-isip? Tao pa rin. Ano? Ha? Kinship. Tao pa rin. Think about it. Dictatorship. Sino nag-dictate? tao pa rin. Yeah, think about it. I don't know. I tried the drill myself, and all the words that I came across with the word, with ending with S-H-I-P, all right, got to do with a person, got to do with someone, got to do with a human being, got to do with something that requires a person, a man, a relationship like this. So, I'm doing the drill with you. If you can think of, if you're watching right now, and if you can think of a word that ends with ship, that this has nothing to do with human, then let me know, okay? Post there a comment. So, meron na ba po tayong tag? Okay. Ano, ang dami. Okay. So, tuwang-tuwa si Coach Rod. Okay. So, do the drill even after my talk, and many of you would have a pretty much understanding how powerful is that suffix ship means to us. Alright? So, but tonight, we're gonna be talking about relationship. Relation plus ship. And here, I'm gonna take off the word ship, S-H-I-P, as a literal ship. Ship. Why? I believe all of us who are in a relation with someone, okay, is in a ship. We are all in a cruise. We are all in a voyage, okay? And I want to take off tonight by saying that really my objective is that we all travel first class. How many of you here wants to travel first class? Right, diba? If we will be traveling, you know, to me, one of my really grander dream is to really go on a cruise for at least 2 weeks. Kasi nandun ka lang talaga in a cruise. But I don't want to do it in a low class or in economy. I really want it the first class, the VIP, as in the best of the best. And like you just enjoy it for 2 weeks. Gagastos ka na rin lang now. And I don't know now because of the technology and all, sabi nila there are already crews that are also capable of getting signal. But many years back when I was planning of my cruise, okay, my thinking of a cruise, signal off. Wow, di ba? Walang signal. So, Coach Mel, ano daw? Readership. May nagbasa po, tao. Viewership, tao pa din. Oh, di ba? So, I don't know, but when I was looking at the word ship, interesting enough, everything that is with ship plus ship got to do with a person. All right. So I want you to take a moment. All right. Since we're gonna be talking about relationship tonight, what kind of relationships do you have? Or do you have enough relationship that you are happy, that you can enjoy, that you can be proud of, that you can celebrate? Do you have at least 1, 2 relationships that inspire you to be your best? Do you have people in your life whom you are having a relationship maybe without commitment? Okay, sabi kasi na isang guest namin, pwede daw relationship without commitment, which I believe is true. But if we are talking about coming into a ship, you know, coming into a cruise, and you want to go on and sail on the same destination, I believe it's better that you go on a cruise with people, you have a commitment. At least, no, for the ship, di ba, habang nagko-cruise kayo, may commitment naman siyang nandun siya sa'yo. Mahirap naman kasama mo siya sa cruise, tapos nasa ibang kwarto siya. Parang ayoko yun. Naisip ko lang.
Separate kayo ng room.
Unless dun lang kayo nakita sa cruise, di ba? Okay lang. So, anyhow, buwan pa rin ba naman kasi ng Pebrero at relasyon pa rin ang pinag-uusapan natin. Now, here's the thing. I believe that the quality of our relationship in life, okay, is greatly affecting the quality of life that we live. I'll do it the other way around. The quality of the life that we live is in direct proportion to the relationship that we have in our life today. Think about this, all right? If you are traveling first class and the people you are traveling with are so confused of the destination, what kind of travel you would have? Think about it. If you are in a relationship, relation plus ship, have you ever thought what kind of relationship you would have if the destination is gonna be different? If you are headed on a cruise, okay, on Asian countries, and the other ones are a European tour, what would happen? What would happen? Okay? a lot of people suffer miserably in their present relationship simply because of one kind of relationship that suffers from the very beginning. And that's what I'm gonna be talking about tonight. Okay, would you like to guess what is that relationship? Your relationship might be floating and sinking, okay? And that is because of one relationship that maybe right now is floating right now without the clear directions. Would you like to see what is that relationship? Anyone? Wild guess if you're watching, okay, even if you're watching on a replay, hashtag replay, okay, you can type in a comment today, what is that relationship? Relationship with yourself. Tama po. Tama po. Many of us go through life, alright, Pops, okay, watching from Tanay, hi Pops, hello sis, the quality of life and the quality of life that we live is directly proportionate to the quality of relationship that we maintain in our lives. But that is highly dictated by the quality of relationship that we have with ourselves. Alright? Now, do you know that your relationship with yourself, okay, is dependent highly on one thing? And what would that be? Self-love, okay, self-love, self-care, ano ba? Self-protection, what is that? Oh, Jessie, ako na nga sumagot. Alright, let's put it this way. If you are on a cruise right now, same destination, probably, hopefully, okay, floating in there, on the river, on a cruise, okay, everything is okay, everything is provided. Hopefully, prayerfully, expectedly, you love yourself, you take care of yourself, there's self-preservation and everything. And everyone else in the cruise, okay, is having the same thing, isn't it? If you are already in a relationship, you love yourself, you love each other, you protect each other, okay, why do you think, the relationship is suffering? What is that one thing that needs to be strengthened? What is that one thing that needs to be really floating in there securely? You know, I have one guest right now, Coach Orville, who's getting it from the core. I don't know, but you're getting it. From kanina pa lang sa simula pa lang, he got it. Yeah. So what is that? Communication. Absolutely. Communication. Bila kayo huminto, no? Communication. Here's the thing. Picture this with me. Life can be messy. Relationship can be complex. Outcomes can be something we don't like. People can be irrational. People can be meticulously and you don't like it. People can be trying hard and nothing is working. People try to communicate and nothing is working because your communication with yourself and with others is suffering. Okay? We talk about it's imperative that you understand how is your relationship with yourself. It's very important that you have a very strong relationship with yourself, and so from there you can start building relationship with other people. But what is that one thing, or where all of this is dependent, is your communication. Because from yourself to other people, that strong manner of communication is required. You mean well, other person mean well. Where does it break down? Communication. You can love and you love. Both of you can love each other. Where is the breakdown? The language of love. Have you heard of that? Coach K, communication tapos self-expression. Agoy. I was about to go there. I was about to say that, Coach K. Thank you so much. Right? Because if you don't have that relationship with yourself, there is nothing for you to communicate and there is nothing for you to express. There are people who are good at expression, there are people who are good in communicating, but it's still breaking down because they don't have a relationship with themselves. Let it sink for a while. Okay? So, nag-start po tayo telling you that all of the things that ends with a ship requires people. We talk about the ship of relationship right now that we are all voyaging on a first class tour, and it is imperative, it is important that we have a relationship with other people of the same destination, of the same purpose, of the same, vision in life. All right? Now, but my question is, what is that relationship that we need to secure so that we can prosper in other relationship? And that is your relationship with yourself. Now, having said that, how is it that your relationship with yourself and now with other people will progress or will fail is dependent on your communication skills. Or how are you communicating your relationship with yourself and your relationship with other people? And that is now what you're talking about, self-expression. Let me ask you, when was the last time, you said one thing and the other person take it another thing? Huh? How many times? Can you count or you say countless? Crispin? Countless, right? Yeah, man and a woman. We talk about a man and a woman. All right? See? Are you getting this? All right? Relationships are very complex. People wants to enjoy the voyage. People wants to enjoy the journey. People wants to enjoy the cruise. Everyone who gets into a relationship, whether, yes, I agree with Jesse, I agree with you, with all due respect. Not a lot of relationships have a commitment. That's why it fails in the end. Or not a lot of relationships have commitment. That's why it does not progress. Those are the qualities of a relationship that progress and grow, though commitment is one. But we're not even to that level, okay? Many talks and many coachings would always go to that quality and all. But now I'm asking you, join with me to the basic. Basic. What is your relationship with yourself? That's the basic of all. And that relationship with yourself, how are you communicating it with other people? This is Strengthening Thursday, and this is Strengthening Thursday, and this is Coaching for the Soul. And normally, my talks and my coaching is all about you. Ikaw po muna ang kausap ko. Because you cannot communicate with other people if you yourself, wala ka dun sa proseso. Alright? Now, when you have a relationship with yourself, which many of us will say meron, tanungin ko po ulit, let's do a check. Sino po dito ang may relasyon sa sarili? If you're watching, give me some emoji. Sino dito yung ngayon mo lang naisip na dapat nga pala maayos ang relasyon ko sa sarili ko? Diba? Thank you for the hand. I don't want to ask, kasi if I ask, walang relasyon sa sarili, sabi mo, so ang loko coach, true, walang relasyon. So sabihin ko na lang, okay, how many of you would really tell me, and come to think of it, have really prioritized your relationship with yourself? Yeah. You have thought of self-love, self-care, self-preservation, lahat yan, di ba? But have you really thought of, kasi ito yung relasyon ko sa sarili ko. How is your relationship with yourself? And now, let's assume, that relationship is established, that relationship is in place, that relationship is nurtured, that relationship is progressing, that relationship is maturing, if it's not matured yet. Alright, how are you communicating it with other people? How are you communicating it to the people around you? How are you communicating it to the people on the cruise? How are you communicating it to the people in the ship that you are sailing on one direction? How are you intentionally communicating that relationship inside of you that your relationship in other people, with other people, will also flourish the way you are relating with yourself. Okay? Many times, the disconnect happens. The pain starts, the hurt begin, the offense is available when, alright, you are treated differently, okay, from the way you expect others to treat you. And where is that expectation coming from? It is the way you think you are treating yourself. Isn't it? If you take care of yourself, if you love yourself, if this is the way you're relating with yourself, isn't it true you expect other people to treat you the same way? Okay. If you do not have a model of a relationship with yourself, what is that model that you expect others in dealing with you? Let it sink. Okay? It is right. Self-acknowledgement, self-love, all of this self thing is connected to that relationship that you have yourself. That's the thing, Coach Len. You have all these things that you go to the self. Pero ang tanong kasi doon, what is that relationship that you have yourself? Ano yung sarili sa'yo? Ano siya sa'yo? Yung self mo, ano siya sa'yo? What is that kind of relationship that you have with yourself? Kasi yun din yung i-connect mo. So if your relationship with yourself is poor, then you are communicating, your self-expression is also poor. Kasi like for example, if I have a very good relationship with Coach Romel, if I introduce Coach Romel to all of you, it will be beautiful because I have a very good relationship with Romel. This is how I know Romel. If you tell me, alam mo hindi, no, this is the Romel I know. If I would introduce you to other people, this is how I know Coach Len. Because that is my relationship to you. So if another coach, Coach Candy said, I know that woman is this. No. She's not like that. Because my relationship with Coach Len is like this. This is how I'm gonna present Coach Len. Let it sink for a bit. I'm gonna give you some points later on. How to develop that relationship, how to communicate that relationship. But I want you to understand how important it is that you develop strongly that relationship that you have with yourself. Because oftentimes, that is forgotten or even misplaced. Yeah. I'm gonna dive into what Jessie was saying kanina. You can say you love one person, one thing, pero posibleng wala kang relasyon. Let it sink for a bit. Oh, paano? Totoo yun. O, di ba yung mga artist, mahal na mahal mo, yung mga celebrity, yung mga idols, may relasyon ka? Wala kang relasyon. Wala kang relasyon. Well, other people would say, oh, hindi naman kasi love yun eh. Ano lang yun? Fanship. Ay, Coach Lynn, fanship. Nakagawa na naman ng mga salita. Fanship. Mahusay kayo. I like this to. May tao po talaga sa floor. Sabi ko po sa inyo, may mga kasama po talaga ako at nagre-react po sila ngayong gabing ito. Yeah. You're actually right. You can have that, you can love. Wala kang relasyon. So that relationship with self is important. So what kind of relationship do you have with yourself? Have you ever thought of that? Ang ganda ng tanong ni Coach Len. Kailangan mo daw ba ng ibang tao para maayos mo yung communication mo? Ganito na lang, Coach Len. Para lang din po yung mental wellness, awareness, prevention, intervention. Nasang state na po ba kayo? Kailangan na po ba ng professional intervention? I was about to say that. I mean, you are like any other relationship, you will only be the person to tell me or a coach, do you need awareness, do you need prevention, or now you need an intervention? Kayo po ang sumagot. Crispin, is there something you wanna say? Ang lalim ng isip ni Crispin. Sabi kasi saglit lang Okay. So, it will sink a little more. Maybe I will share with you few things that I want you to ponder. Okay? How you can possibly go on a cruise, enjoy the cruise, with the communication that is pretty well expressing yourself. Okay ba yun? Gusto nyo ba yun? Okay. May dalawa daw. Okay. Nordeline, hi Coach. Hello. Thank you for joining us. Coach K, okay. Tingnan natin. Basahin po natin. If I sabotage myself, also expect other people to sabotage me. What we feel are cups, which is what comes out as overflow. Tamang-tamang. Galing talaga. Napakanan. Ikaw na talaga, Coach K. Okay. If you have thoughts and if you want to share with us, if you're joining me online, I appreciate that you put it in a comment below, because I really believe that coaching matters to you, and if it matters to you, it matters to other people, and your thoughts and your takeaway and your learnings for tonight will also help other people learn, not only from what I'm sharing, but also, from you sharing your thoughts over things. So, I'm gonna wrap this later on, but before I give you a couple of things to ponder, how to improve that kind of relationship and how to communicate with the people outside of that self-relationship. Okay, let me again line this up, because I think for many of you, this concept or this way of analogy or thinking of things is medyo meron nakakaganon. So ulitin po natin ulit, okay? Relation+SHIP requires people. It takes people. At least it takes two to tango. Siguro naman mag-agree po tayo doon. Okay. Many people would say that if you talk about relationship, you talk about commitment, you talk about communication, you talk about connections, you talk about really that interpersonal exchange. All right. But I challenged you earlier and said directly, okay, the quality of life that you live is directly proportionate to the quality of relationships that you have outside. And that kind of relationship that you have outside is determined highly dependent on one kind of relationship, which is basic to me, which I said that is relationship with yourself. All right? Many of you would be practicing self-love, self-care, self-affirmation. Ano pa ba yan? A lot of things. But what I am challenging you, okay, to really search, okay, inside of you, even after my talk, after this coaching session, is what kind of relationship do you have with yourself? What is the quality of relationship you are establishing with yourself? If to begin with, you have a relationship with yourself. Because it is possible that you don't have that relationship. Yeah? Maybe the relationship exists because you are the body with the soul, with the spirit. Coach Arman, go ahead.
Pwede bang yung relationship mo sa sarili mo, self-respect, so that you can give self-respect to other people?
That's the quality of relationship that you have. And you can only give that when you have a relationship with yourself. Exactly. Clarity of values. Yeah, but you cannot you cannot have a clarity of values if you don't have that relationship with yourself. That's why many people go through life without valuing themselves, because they don't have a relationship with that self. You realize that? That's why hindi mo ma-build yung confidence mo, hindi mo ma-build yung self-esteem mo, hindi mo ma-build yung quality ng pagkatao mo, because to begin with, you don't have that relationship. I mean, think about it. Okay, do you have one person, let me challenge you with this. Do you have one person that you really care about? Isa lang. Pusa, wag naman pusa, wag aso, tao. Do you have one person, ayan, one person in your life that you have a relationship that you truly value? Be it a parent, be it a sibling, be it a romantic relationship, intimacy, spouse. Meron ka ba? Anak? Meron. Agree? Meron? Jessie? Okay, meron? Okay, if you're watching online, you can say me, yes, meron ako, coach. Isa lang po, isa lang. Okay, just so you get the concept. Okay, in coaching, that's always the way if you're joining me for the first time, this is really how I would really take off from my talk. I want you to really get the concept. So later on, Ilab, you can ponder in this and you can really think it over even after my talk. So I want you to picture this. Do you have one relationship right now that really matters to you? Yeah, valuable relationship sa'yo. May boyfriend ka, may asawa ka, may kapatid ka, may nanay ka, may tatay ka na talagang mahalaga sa'yo. Meron? Meron. Isa lang po, wag dalawa, isa lang. Alright, picture this out. If somebody comes in and say all the negative things and the bad things about that person, what would you do? What would you do? Ano? Anong gagawin? Ha? Away ito. Oh, picturein nyo. I think you're seeing where I'm getting here now. You're getting my point? That person, picture it out, isang tao lang na napaka-importante sa'yo. Isa lang, wag marami. Okay. And then one person comes out and show up one day and sinabi lahat ng masasama tungkol sa taong yan na alam mong hindi totoo. Anong gagawin mo? Anong gagawin mo? Dali. Oh, may mga dito. Oo, sandali lang. Tama ba? Alright. Therefore, if you have a relationship with yourself, why do you allow yourself to be undervalued by other people? Why do you allow other people to put trash into you? Coach K, tuwang-tuwa ako sa reaction ko. Tuwang-tuwa din ako, Coach K. Oo, ganyan. So why do you allow other people to talk trash about you? Why do you allow people to put down on you? Why do you allow people to crush you? Why do you allow other people to undervalue you? Tell me. Kung may relasyon ka sa sarili mo. So may relasyon ka ba sa sarili mo? At kung meron, anong klaseng relasyon yan? Oy, loving, I love myself. Wow, you love yourself. Sabi na alam ko na ending nito, sarili. Malamang, alam nga namang ibang tao.
Spoiler daw sa akin ni Coach.
Oo, spoiler ka daw, Coach K. Oo, nag-expect daw siya ng ibang ending. Oh, pero hindi pa ako tapos. Huwag kayong mag-alala. Oo, meron pa akong thoughts to ponder. Yan. Oo. Kaya bago ko lang ikasa yung thoughts to ponder ko, kailangan lang nagkakaintindihan tayo. Okay? And we come into the conclusion, okay, that you need to evaluate if number 1, you have relationship with yourself. Number 2, what kind of relationship you have with yourself. Number 3, do you nurture it? Or yet to be nurtured. Yan. Tapos, bilis natin, mag-self-trash talk tayo. Ang galing mo talaga, Coach K. O, di ba? You don't want that person whom you love very much. Ayaw mo ng trash talk, tama? Tama. Uy, sumagot kayo. O, so why do you do self-talk na puro trash? Bakit? O, Coach Arman, hindi lang accept. Paano kung ikaw talaga nagta-trash talk para sa sarili mo? Ang tanga-tanga ko, ang pangit-pangit ko, hindi ako matalino, hindi ako magaling. Anong tawag doon? Wala na akong ginawang tama. Hindi ako yun, ha? Dialogue nyo yun. Sounds familiar? Oh.
Reaction kasi ni Orville lang gulo.
Oh. Do you get what I mean? Are you getting my point, coaches and guests? And those of you joining me online, do you get my point? If yes, hashtag yes. If no, coach, usap tayo. Pwede po. Oo, PM na lang. Pwede po tayo mag-usap mamaya. Message me, Coach A or Adet Purto. Either way, ako pa rin ang sasagot sa'yo. Walang iba. So, kausapin mo ko. Alright? I wanna really challenge this because oftentimes I talk with clients, I accept, coaching clients, and really what breaks my heart is understanding that the person doesn't know himself or herself. Hindi niya talaga kilala yung sarili niya. That's why, if other people put trust on that self, hinahayaan mo lang. Ay, may nagre-react lang dito, di ba? Because if you have a very strong relationship with yourself, you will be the first person to say, that person is me. You don't put a trash on that person. You don't hit that person physically. You don't abuse that person emotionally. You don't play with her mental state. You give her what she deserves because I know that person. And that person happens to be me. Yes? Do I have a big yes?
Yes!
Alright, so, I'm gonna give you some thoughts to ponder. Okay, I love my guest for tonight. Palakpakan yung alis. Okay, I'm gonna give you a couple of things, okay, before I go. Okay, at mabilis lang tong tandaan, SHIP, sa letrang S-H-I-P. Oh, pwede ba? Madalang bingo. Okay, bingo tayo. Okay. Number 1. Show up. Sa letrang S, show up. Show up in your full potential. Be and do what you are capable of. Let the world know, let the world understand, let the world meet that person whom you know. Show up who you really are. And that is very impossible if you don't know who you are. And you cannot know who you are if you do not have a relationship with yourself. Is there any other reasons for you not to be at your best? Is there any other reason for you not to show up at your full potential? Is there any other way for that self to show up at its best kung kilala mo yung taong yan? Hi, life. Hello. Show up. I would say not just the best, not just the full potential, but show up for who you really are and who you are created to be. Show up. Sino ka ba talaga? How do you know yourself? How much do you know yourself? How much is your relationship that with yourself is allowing you to discover that person each day, that when you show up, you are showing up at your best. Thinking? Sabi ni Coach Orville. I wonder how Coach K and Coach Mel is looking at this point in time. I hope both of you are here on floor with me. Really. Coach Mel, are you there? Coach K, let me. Okay. Hashtag sakit ng katotohanan. But seriously, Coach, this is so profound for me. It is like my ultimatum sa sarili ko for self-love and truly a loving and healthy relationship with myself. Sabi ko nga sa'yo, tungkol to sa sarili. Okay. Sa letrang H, bumibingo na ba tayo? S pa nga lang daw bumingo na, Coach Mel. Hashtag design life. Yes, S pa lang daw bingo na tayo. Sa letrang H, eto na, gusto nyo to. Okay, letrang H, hold others in their full potential. See people at their best. Allow them to do their best. Allow them who they are, which you can only know when you have a self-respect, and therefore you can respect their potential as well. So S is you show up in your potential, and you cannot show up in your full potential if you are not that potential. And the other side would be hold other people in their full potential. You can only do that if you have self-respect, and so you can respect others. If you don't hold other people in their full potential, tendency, you will do their job, you will do their position, you will do their accountability, you will do what they are capable of. Manghihimasok ka because you don't hold them at their highest potential. You don't respect what they are capable of. If you hold your potential, you show up with your full potential, you hold other in full potential, then imagine how beautiful relationships can be. Making sense? Both of you showing up and you holding them on the highest potential. Imagine what kind of relationship you can really be building inside the cruise, inside the ship. It would be very beautiful. Ang ganda. Ang ganda. Can you picture it out? If you show up beating yourself, you will end up beating other people as well. So what kind of relationship are you building? You cannot give what you do not have. You cannot keep what you cannot receive. You cannot receive what you cannot keep. Di na kinaya. Hello? Are you with me? Are you still with me, people? I love you all and I hope you're enjoying the talk tonight. Nagutom si Crispin. Ginutom ko siya. Yeah, I believe that you cannot give what you do not have. You cannot receive what you cannot give. Sa letrang I, okay, here comes interaction. Yan, ito na. Interaction is a kind of action that occurs when two or more, okay, have an effect upon each other. This is a two-way, okay? Interaction is ang concept po ng interaction is two-way as opposed to one-way casual effect. So, hindi po, when you talk about interaction, both of you are responsible. So, think about if you are on your best potential and the other person is on best potential, so what kind of interaction you will have. Ang ganda, di ba? Now, 3 things if you want to improve that kind of interaction. Remember, we're talking here of a two-way effect. Hindi lang po siya one-way. Hindi yung pasa bola. Pangit kasi ugali niya. Ikaw, ano yung ugali mo? Joke. 3 things I want you to remember. First, be sure that when you interact with other people, you speak honestly with people. Okay? You speak honestly with people about issues, matters, things, okay, that concerns you and deeply matters to you only. You know, a lot of times, we talk to people and we talk trash. We talk the universe. We talk about the universe. We talk about many things, all right, that does not matter. If you want really to have a very good interaction with people, talk about things that matters to you. Talk about things that deeply, okay, concerns you. Then interactions would be very beautiful. And be honest. Okay? And if those things does not matter to you, then don't talk about it. If it's just, it doesn't matter to you, if it matters to the celebrity, if it matters to the politics, don't talk about it. There is a forum and there's a space to talk about it. But if you really want to build that kind of relationship, speak honestly, truthfully, only of the things, issues, and concern that deeply matters with you. Making sense? Okay? Point number 2. First is you speak. You know, number 2 is listen to other people. But here's the thing. Don't just listen. When you listen, find an opportunity to boost other people's potential and status. Many times we just listen. And most of the time when we listen, we want to revert, we want to respond, and most of the time, ang nakikita po natin at ang ibinabalik po natin yung hindi maganda. You want to build that interaction powerfully and nurture that relationship. Boost the other person's status. See what is good in that person. Live it up. Live it up. Don't just listen. And as you listen, okay, when you listen, hear what's beautiful in that statement. What's beautiful in that person. What can I deduce from that can lift up the person and affirm the person. Think about it. Because this is a two-way, if that is the way you're doing it, and that person can see that, and you're mirroring that beautiful response, would it be beautiful if that person starts saying also and lifting you up? Both of you now are lifting up. Okay lang po ba kayo dyan? Bato-bato sa langit, ang tamaan sa pole. Ayan. Finally, when you talk about interaction, it is common that we encounter obstacles. Agree, disagree. When you talk about relationship with other people, in fact, even with yourself, you encounter challenges and problems. Am I correct? Okay. So point number 3, which I want you to really remember, in interaction, not only you speak honestly, not only you listen intently and boost other persons, the third would be, okay, which is very critical, turn every obstacles to opportunities. Every time you encounter a challenge, you encounter an obstacle, you encounter a miscommunication, you encounter something that's not working, immediately look for the opportunities. Don't wait, okay, for it to be just resolved. Look for the opportunities to turn it now to something better, something greater, growth. I got it from Coach K during my last trip in Tacloban. She said that group conflict is opportunity for growth. And I like it. Normally, we were there last time on a 10 days mission in Tacloban. And of course, on the 6th or 7th day, we're starting to have conflicts in the group. And Coach K said, she's happy with it. Not of course that we're having conflict, but she said, because when there is conflict, it's a sign of growth. Alright? Kasi kung wala naman pong relationship, bahala ka sa buhay mo. Yun yung non-commitment. Bahala ka. Do whatever you want to do. If I don't agree with that, then I don't agree with that. I don't care. But you see, for a relationship to thrive, that interaction to be mutually beneficial to both of you, you've got to be both transforming obstacles to opportunities. We're good?
Yes.
Finally, on letter P, okay, you have to nurture your people skill. I believe you would agree with me that we live in an ever-expanding universe. We are living in an ever-expanding world, in an ever-expanding realities of many things, all right? The things that you may not know today, you may know tomorrow. All people want to be feeling that growth, okay? And becoming more and more of someone else, like becoming more successful, becoming more fruitful, becoming, a lot of more. And it is important that as we grow and thrive, as we succeed in life, it is important that we keep that good or great people skill. What is people skills? Generally, this is defined as our ability to listen, to communicate, to relate. Okay, but there are 3 components of a good people skill. Now, I want you to keep in mind. Number 1 is your ability to problem solve, which is technically tied up to what I said earlier, to turn obstacles into opportunities. So you've got to develop that ability to problem solve. And in problem solving, it is important that you understand your mental maps, your mind maps, the way you decide, the way you think, and should I say, your narratives. Some of your narratives are not really working. Some of your narratives are really destructive. Some of your self-talk is really hurting the very self that you have. So if you're already hurting yourself, if you're already having this trash talk about yourself, how do you think you are capable of solving problems? Thinking. Point number 2 is your empathy for others. Empathy is common, we said, but do you really have that empathy for other people? Do you really empathize? Do you really take time to empathize? Do you really take a moment to empathize how the other people in the ship is feeling? Or you say, that's common, it happened. Normal lang yan. Bumangon ka, plakda ka tayo. Dami mo sinasabi, ang ingay mo. How do you treat other people's emotions and feelings? Empathy. Now, you may have the ability to problem solve, You may have the empathy, but the third one, okay, will seal it. It is your willingness, you willing to work together towards common good that is mutually beneficial to both of you. Why is it important that it's common good and mutually beneficial to both of you? Because many times, you said this is for common good, but that may not be beneficial to the person you're having a relationship with. Especially if you have not considered to begin with, what is that other person's interest? What is that other person's dreams in life, visions in life? Right? It may be common good. Yes, it's common good, but it's not beneficial to both of you. It might be beneficial to you alone. But in a relationship, okay, and if you really have a people skill, it will be it should be both beneficial to you. Even if you work in a partnership in business, all right, it's just not common good for everyone. It must be common good and mutually beneficial to all the partners. Okay, Coach Mel, there should always be malasakit. Okay, Martha Rice, hi. Okay, tama yon. That's what you call malasakit. You look the other person, tinitingnan mo siya. Okay? Tama. We are all on a ship. We are all on this ship together. But it is impossible to enjoy the ship if to begin with, the person going aboard the ship is wrecked, broken. It is very impossible to enjoy the cruise if the person boarding the ship have nowhere to go, don't know the destination. It is impossible to board on a ship and enjoy a first-class travel if the person boarding on a cruise is having spiritual amnesia or selective memory. You cannot enjoy life. Get on a cruise. Enjoy that relationship with yourself. Maybe it's not as good as you want it. Maybe not as ideal as it could be. But remember that we are all work in progress. Don't beat yourself if you, after this talk, you realize that that relationship is missing. Or maybe resting. Or maybe not being taken care of. Because at the end of the day, that relationship has always been existing. From the time you were, raised, from the time that you start building that things in your life, that relationship is already available. Maybe, just maybe, you have taken aside that kind of relationship. Maybe you have forgotten it. Or maybe you just decided it is not as important. My hope is that after tonight, you realize that you can make it up, you can have fun, you can make it happen, because relationship matters, starting with your relationship with yourself. Good night, everyone. This is Coach A. Have a good night.